Hey there, this is Lou with LucindaKinch.com, and I create stunning websites to ignite your spirit-rich business. And today I want to talk to you about one of my favorite visual brand key components, which is color. So color is a fascinating subject because it really is playing into the spiritual, psychological emotion, what it evokes for the individual that lands on your website. And is it captivating them in that first 4 seconds? So I want to talk to you about your color scheme. What does that look like? What would be on brand for you? What would show up as the right color for your soul signature? And if you've heard me talk about your soul signature before, that is your unique essence that comes into this world. And it's part of your business purpose, but it's also like your facet of the divine diamond. And how can we represent that the best? So you're way more than your brand visuals, right? We know that. You're expansive, you're visionary. But we want to be in alignment with that. And we want to do it in a way that represents you to what your clients need. So, for example, let's talk about red, okay? Red is, it's passionate, isn't it? It is like, it's magnetic, it's stimulating, it's bold. It's even slightly rebellious sometimes depending on how you use it. So that may not be on brand or off brand for your soul signature. So I want you to look at, like, if you're very sensitive, intuitive, more quiet, red may or may not work for you. And I would go through that process with you. Like, if you need to come out a little bit more, maybe something towards the reds would serve you, but maybe it wouldn't. You know, maybe you need to bring out the more intuitive colors and the depth. Maybe those are more of your strong value points. So red may be great if you're an outlaw and just really sassy and fiery and blazing trails and whatnot. That might be just a great color choice for you. You know, what you pair it with is very significant as well. So if we move from red to orange, orange is about magnetism as well. It's about confidence. It's about really showing up and really being bright and bold as well. So, and depending on what you mix orange with, say you mix orange with magenta, it starts to become like a coral, like the color of my jacket. So coral is very different than the other two colors. So, and just depending on how you mix things up, it definitely varies with what kind of emotion you're evoking. So if you move from orange into yellow, we have yellow, which is very sunshiny. It's almost giggling all the time. It's dancing, it's carefree, it's very optimistic, very sunshiny. So yellow, again, if you mix yellow with the right colors, it becomes gold. So gold has a different essence than just straight flat yellow. Gold becomes something you can kind of dive into, if you will. Gold is about prosperity, it's about abundance. You may be up-leveling into your prosperity conscious if you're attracted to gold, so that might be something to look at. It's a great transformational color. It's about alchemy, so you may be transforming one thing into another, and gold might be a great ally for you. So gold is very different than yellow. And then just like green, if we move into green, think about like a rich, mysterious, illustrious green, like Kelly green or emerald. For example, those have a very much more mature quality than, say, like celery green. Celery is way more like youthful and bubbly, and it's vibrating at a different level than like a deeper, rich green. If we move towards blue, again, turquoise versus like royal blue versus navy, totally different feelings, right? Navy evokes like this kind of authority and this, the leadership quality. And it's more grounded than, say, turquoise. Turquoise is very vibrant, very, magnetic. It's very magnetic. So if you mix a little more yellow into it, it becomes toward the teal, and that changes it as well. So I know it's a lot to think about. Like royal blue is very deep. It's like the deepest of all colors. If you look at the center of a flame, it's like deep royal blue, ultraviolet. It's been one of my personal ally colors in my life. It's a lot of depth, a lot of introspection. The purple is more upper chakras. It's going toward the visionary, and it's a very intuitive color. And royalty has claimed it as a royal color because of these, abilities that the royal Royal back in the day were all about having very intuitive powers. So they connected with this very visionary place, coming from a place of leadership. So purple can evoke a lot of that sort of, you could be the empress or the queen in purple. So then we have pink. We have baby pink, powder pink, soft pink. Very different than like magenta pink, wouldn't you say? Like magenta pink is like the modern day feminine, confident, like diva, if you will. So pink is just, it's very magnetic and bold and sassy and feminine without being overly soft or overly nurturing, perhaps. Like nurturing, the baby pink is so nurturing. It's like a rose petal blossom opening, if you will. And so again, very different qualities, right? You can't just say pink, because what does that mean? There's so many different shades of pink. They just are, they're completely different entities. So, and then you go into white. White is purity. It's a breathing space. It's great on your website for text, having text over white, obviously. It's great to have other colors pop, as well as black. Black is a great contrast to other colors. For example, actually I'm wearing black today. If you look at this black next to my coral here, it really makes the coral pop. So if you put black again next to another graphic in your brand, it can make that color pop and be more of a gem tone that it is, I'm feeling. So those are the main colors that we will work with in the color scheme, but again, like coral, for example, teal, they all have different qualities. So if you would like to learn more about what your brand visuals may need to be evoked as to attract your ideal clients and to really ignite your website, I would love to have a conversation with you. So you can find that information below this video on this page, and I look forward to connecting with you and helping you ignite your website. Thanks.